8:10 on a Sunday morning. Ugh. 8:10 on a Sunday morning, and we are going to prep some Dungeons and Dragons. We're working on our 3 Curse of Strahd games. We have a little bit more miscellaneous work to do. I tried installing a new mod on my Foundry games, and they are they're dying. I'm going to be honest, they're dying in the background. They opened up fine. Then I told them to install the new mod, and now they're just sort of languishing in death. So we'll see what happens to them. I'm going to give them a little refresh, see if that helps. But we do have other work we could be doing if we can't get this stuff to load. Last night I ran the vineyards for my classic group, and it was very tense. It was very tense and very cool. So I hope that I can kind of capture that with the other 2 groups when and if they even go there. I have the feeling that I don't know. I have the feeling that Nightfall is going to be doing things differently than everyone else. They're definitely the people that are ice skating uphill, as the great Dampiric sage once said. So the other 2 groups are just sort of doing things and moving on with their lives, and just they make a decision, they stick with it. The Nightfall group, it's almost like they overthink things until they've screwed themselves over. It's kind of wild, actually. Anyways, things that we could work on while the server's locked up. Let's see. I've got one game trying to open in one window. This game's trying to open in this window. Got our to-do list over here to the side. And our to-do list is getting relatively small overall. This huge thing right here is just the random encounters from that one particular document. I need to find a cataplebis, so I could look for art for that while this is loading. A cataplebis is definitely a fun monster to add to any game. Let's see if we could find some art of that cutie. Let's see. I'm partial to this one right here. I think this one might be the cutest of all of them, but there's a lot of cuties in here. If there was one that looked more like a hippopotamus, I might be down for that one. Let's see. But apparently they added one in to the swamp area, which definitely makes sense. Alright, let's see. This is a higher resolution, but it don't got no it's already got the background. Oh, here's the old school one from when I was a kid. Look at that cutie. Man, that's the cute stuff right there. Let's see. Search Google with image. Crash, I've been using your new style of skill challenges. Do you have a document listing how you set them up or your flow? I started writing one. I don't think I finished it. Let me see. Did I? Yeah, I started making a document for it. Determining the DC, how many successes, diminishing returns, not just for skills, and secret skills. I don't have the template built out yet, which is a little frustrating. But yeah, I can share this with you, what I have so far. Here, I'll share it over on the Patreon channel of Discord. Alright. Nothing seems to be loading, which makes me tremendously sad. Let's see. I kind of want to use this second edition one. It's not very scary at all, and I kind of like that. Let's save this one out. And I'm going to do AI upscale. Not the best use of an AI upscaling, for sure. Hey, didn't I download this thing? Alright, hold on. A little sleepy this morning. Just a little bit. Save as. Yeah, it doesn't like the Cata Plebis for some reason. Does it not like WebPs? Oh, I didn't know you were a quitter AI translator. Jeez. Alright. I'll be back. Okay. Alright, save it out as... Honestly, this should probably be big enough. I think I'd just be wasting a credit if I use the AI scaler for this. Let's see. Open tokens. We're still in March. Incredible. Yeah, sure. We can work on it over the week. That'd be great. It's one of those projects that like I started and then I got busy with other stuff and I forgot about it. There. Look at that cutie. Oh my god, it's so adorable. Alright. Curse of Strahd. Monster. Cato Plebis. Alright. AKA the Big Honker. Alright, I've got concerns about my worlds loading. So, let's see. I'll go ahead and abandon both of them. I'm going to do a stop and a restart on them. Because I kind of need these guys to, you know, to do their jobs. I sort of need them to, like, you know, be functional. Alright, so we're going to give them a little start and a stop. Try to rouse them. We did have some server issues last night, unfortunately. There was some lag, there were some hiccups. I have to say it's a little disappointing. Alright. These guys will hopefully race to open and be ready to go. No problem. Everything's great. Yep, any second now. They're just gonna pop open and we'll be good to go. No sweat. While that's happening, let's go and set up our monster building docks. Alright. Let's see. Is Cata Plebis not in this book? What book is Cata Plebis in? Let's go to D&D Beyond and check. Sorry if this is kind of a random prep this morning. I have a lot of things I want to prep and nothing's really working, so... It would be nice if stuff was working, though. I mean, I don't feel like it's too crazy to just want the stuff to work. Cato Plebis is from Mordenkainen Presents Monsters of the Multiverse. Or, in this case, Tomb of Foes. So we're unlikely to get any useful information from any of the guides because it's kind of an obscure monster. So we will have to make up some of the stuff for it ourselves. Do Do I need to, like, delete the mod I just installed? Could that be why it's not loading up? Turn pink. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright. We're going to go ahead and clear chat. And for now, we will just go to the landing page of Test World. Alright. So over here in Daybreak, oh, man, buh. So these crazy kids, buh. So these crazy kids are currently engaged in the orphanage questline, which I'm pretty confident about. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too bad for them dealing with the Shadow Demon. I could reread the Shadow Demon stuff to get a better sense of what they need to do and what's going on. Let's see. I don't think I remembered to turn off on any of these scenes the what is it? The Fog of War? But maybe. Reveal the Fog of War. The fog is revealed even if Fog of Exploration is disabled. How does one make sure that Fog of whatever is disabled? Maybe I already did these. Let's see. Okay. I guess so. Going over to the orphanage proper. Do I sound like a chipmunk again? This happened yesterday too. Do I still sound like a chipmunk? This is the second day in a row this has happened. Huh. That's unfortunate. Normal on your end. That's weird, because if I'm sounding like a chipmunk to Orf, I was also sounding like a chipmunk to Dom. I don't know, maybe it's a Twitch thing. Because unless it's happening to everybody, I can't imagine it's a Streamlabs thing. Alright, well, you have to have chipmunk, I guess. That's on you. Okay, now there was a scene in, let's see, here. Alright. Oh, yours lagged out earlier? That also doesn't sound like it's on me. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. I don't know. I didn't have any voice issues on Discord. Alright, I installed this mod called Health Indicator, and I want to check the settings on it real quick. So, I'm going to go to Module Settings, and I'm going to look for Health Estimate. There we go. Health Estimate. Alright, our options here are Style Settings. Use Color. This won't affect the settings window, but will checkmark off the descriptions. But with checkmark off, the descriptions will be shown in black and white. With this setting off, the color will only change when the next description is reached. With it on, it will reflect the health percentage. Color of dead tokens is sort of a dark red. I guess that's fine. Outline, font size, position. Okay, so that's fine, I guess. show estimates users. Show estimates to the following users, all. Show estimates to the following tokens, all. Okay. Stages. An array of descriptors shown to players arranged from worst to best. The amount of possible descriptions is not limited. The module will adjust percentages to show them proportionally to the amount. If there is a need for one description to cover a higher range of health, copy it several times. Okay. I'm going to add last legs. Alright. So unconscious, last legs, near death, badly injured, barely injured, injured. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay, so we could do badly injured would be bloodied. Okay, and that is the stages that we want to show. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Where should I stash this shit for later? I guess I'll go into my prep. My secret prep Discord. Prep. There we go. Put it in there. Trigger ability, Dom self-estimate. Wah. Alright, I think it's definitely a Twitch issue then. Maybe. If it's only happening to 1 or 2 people at a time. Ugh. Okay. Hide tokens with 0 HP. No. Don't want to do that. Add temporary health. Include temporary health points in calculating what descriptions to show. Yes. Output estimate to chat. Output any estimates to chat flagged with the hide estimate macro will be shown as unknown entity. I don't think we need to send to chat. Only show the best possible description when the target is in a perfect state. Not a single damage taken. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Use vehicle threshold. If this setting is on, the threshold stage's description will be useful for vehicles above the threshold, below it, and at 0, respectively. Ah. Interesting. Okay. I think it'll be okay for now, as is. What is our death settings? Death state on condition. When token, show token as dead when it's been affected by any condition that uses the icon set on the death marker setting. Death state name. The description shown to players when the token is dead. Compendium tab has a macro for marking a token or several as dead. NPCs die. The last stage of NPCs is replaced by the death state name. No. Path of the condition that marks the dead tokens is the skull. It's quite a bit going on here. I probably should have been doing this in the test world instead of this world. Let me go over to the test world. Alright. So this vampire spawn. There we go. We'll test it on him. I'm having some real shit visibility here. That means I probably need to refresh. Baby. That's no good. Ooh, and rate probably not good. What are you gonna do about it though? Let's just try and do what we can. All right, little man, we are gonna beat the shit out of you. I hope. So let's see what we got. Configure settings. Go over here. Go to health estimate. And we want style setting is fine for now. Death settings, I believe we turn that off for NPCs. Everything else here is fine. We got to copy our things so that Dom's last legs are in there. Beautiful. We don't want to hide the tokens. And then we're going to save it. Alright, let's give this man's exactly 100 health. That'll make it easier for math. Alright. Update token. I don't remember toggling on the temp HP now that I think about it. So let's go here and add temp HP. Alright. So this man's takes 1 point of damage. He is now barely injured. This man is at exactly 50 hit points. He is bloodied. Perfect. What about 55 hit points? He's still bloodied. What about 60 hit points? Still bloodied. So bloody's not a great indicator that we have actually entered into it. What does that mean? Can I make the icon Dom's icon? I don't know what that means. Like, you can send it to me, but I don't know what that means. What if we go to 40? Near death. What about 49? Is still bloodied. Okay. What about 10? Last legs. Beautiful. 20 is also last legs. 25, near death. Okay. Alright, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, what happens if you drop to 0? You just get an X and you're unconscious. Very good. Alright. Let's bring out... Oh, Dom's head appear... Nah, I don't want to do that. First of all, it sounds like work. And secondly, I don't want to give Dom that much power. So, it's a cute idea, though. Alright, so if he is at... We've determined 60, I believe, is the threshold to get into bloodied. I don't like that bloodied doesn't just trigger at 50% health. So we've got to figure out what we're doing wrong here. Let's see. Condition lab. No. Here. And it's definitely too meta for sure. We're gonna go to the descriptors and we're gonna add past bloodied. There we go. Past bloodied sounds so stupid, but whatever. And then over here under injured and barely injured, we could put very injured. Alright, let's see what that does for us. Save. Alright, so you're very injured now. What if you get to 50? Now you're bloodied. What about 55? Bloodied. What about 45? Bloodied. What about 56? Still bloodied. You fucking cocksmack. 59. Very injured. Alright. Okay. We gotta keep going. I'm not happy with this yet. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna add another tier called Past Bloodied. And then we got Bloodied just hanging out there in the middle. And then we'll do Injured again. Alright. I'm so sorry, Zor the Ruthless. We're just giving you the business today. Alright. At 50, he's bloodied. At 55, he is still bloodied. Son of a bitch. At 45, bloodied. At 56, very injured. Alright. At 49, bloodied. So, we really just need something to push it a little bit further. Alright. I don't want him to get bloodied until it's almost perfectly at half. So, we're going to add another injured here. And save. Alright, so 50 bloodied. 55 very injured. 51 very injured. 50 bloodied. Yes! Alright, we got it working. Okay. So that is our long-ass, convoluted, unconscious, last legs, near death, past bloodied, bloodied, very injured, injured, barely injured, uninjured. That's what we had to do to make it perfectly aligned like that. Alright, so what if we gave this boy, he's a vampire, what if we gave him 18 temp HP? He still displays as bloodied. I thought I told you to add temporary hit points. You're not calculating it at all, you son of a bitch. Maybe it doesn't do it on NPCs. Alright, what if I gave you 40 temp HP? Does that change things? Nope. You're still considered bloody. Oh, do I have to turn off bloodied in Cub? Maybe. Alright. Condition lab. Bloodied. Here, I'll delete it. No! I think I actually needed that. Shit. Oh well. Let me see if I open it back up, is it still gone forever? Oh no, it's still there. What is the... Do I have a trigger for this? I do have a trigger for this. Okay. Alright. That does not seem to have solved the problem. There's got to be some other mod that's fucking with it. Alright. Who else could be fucking with our hit points? Set defeated status on 0, clear death saving throws, clear after applying. Allow click bar, hover over and click the HP bar to alter the attribute. That's kind of cool. Double clicking the down up arrows will fully heal or completely drain. Don't want that. No, that's not the one. There's only like 150 mods. Which one could possibly be messing with it? Let's see. Amongst little details, doubtful. Let's see. Swap target and setting buttons, alter the token HUD, highlight token HUD, add D&D statuses, change core, switch to combat tab, no combat, close combat when done. Next up, combat rounds, token highlight. Find my token, macro tabs. Nope. Let's see. Your token's visible. Token animates speed. Warp cancels animation. Sight calculations. Control. Status icon counters. Oh yeah, we don't want that. We don't want to rebind the number keys. That shit should have been off a long time ago. Alright. Okay. Slightly more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Let's see. Shit, what was that thing I just changed? Oh my god, I can't even remember. I'm so tired. Health estimate. Status icon counters. Make sure. Hey, rebind number keys is off. Yay, self. MIDI. Enable roles. Delete item check. See whispered. Players control their own hidden tokens. That's fine. Follow me. Fast flip. Dice so nice. Yeah, I can't think of who would be doing this. Enable Mighty Summoner. Oh well. I mean, it's better than it not showing them at all, but I would have liked to have had the temporary HP added in there, but it's fine. I guess you just kind of are stuck where you're at for a little bit until you get through it, and then you start to drop into those areas. Nice. Okay. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I hope the players are happy with it. I like this was inspired by on this past Tuesday us fighting that wood golem in our Tuesday game, and we managed to finally land a hit on it because it had 22 armor class or something at level 3, and we did like 7 damage, and its health bar barely moved, and we were like, oh shit. And it had a big role in us surviving because we were like, we're not sticking around for that bullshit. And then we got out of there. So, yeah. Alright. Let's, as we're jumping around from like one thing to another and trying all this different prep, let's go ahead and finish up this Cato Bleepus or whatever. Alright, so Monstrosity, Cato Bleepus. I guess we have to wait for our compendium to load up, which is some bullshit. Let me see if I got anything already. Nope, nothing in there. One quick insert, not moving fast enough. We take matters into our own hands. Okay, and that's not moving fast enough either. It seems to have kind of frozen itself. It's probably because it's looking through like 4,000 monsters right now. Oh, we seem to have killed our foundry. That's nice. Things are going really well this morning. Like, super good. Hey, there we go. A monstrous Catoplebus. Well, that sounds like the best kind. Alright. I will take it. And I will also take this homebrew one. And I will also take the real one. Let's see what we end up with. Alright. So, monstrous is a CR10. I already like where that's going. Let's see. Homebrew is only a CR5, and then the official is also CR5. So obviously we want the CR10 one, am I right? Am I right? Right? Alright, so we're going to go here, and we're going to go to Curse of Strahd, Actors, Monsters. let's go grab this absolutely gorgeous 2nd edition Cato Plebis. Alright. So perfect. My eyes are tearing up just looking at it. And it's a huge boy too. That's fantastic. It is one of a kind. So, and its name is Honker. There we go. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Your armor class is pretty bad. What is it actually supposed to be? It's supposed to be a 14. That doesn't make too much of a difference, but every little bit helps, I guess. Alright, so you need to be immune to poison and the poison condition, according to this. So we'll go to your immunities and poison immunity and condition immunity, also poisoned. Alright, you have a bite. This bite does a lot of stuff. So we're just going to go in here into better roles, and we're just going to turn off the description, because that's too much to share with everybody. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a Constitution 19 saving throw against disease or become poisoned until the disease is cured. Every 24 hours that elapses, they must repeat the saving throw, reducing its hit point maximum by 1d10 on a failure. The disease is cured on success. The target dies if it is reduced to 0. This reduction to the hit points lasts until the disease is cured. Beautiful. So we will call this Rotting Bite. There we go. And go to icons, creatures, and I don't know, man. Mammals. Mammoos. I don't see any bites in here. Whatever. What else you got going on? You got a tail. Bludgeoning damage. You must make a saving throw. It would be stunned. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. That's pretty intense. Alright. Let's see. Wow. I don't usually like stun monsters, but I feel like this one being like a world boss, it should be pretty nasty. Like, their odds of actually encountering it are relatively low, so... Alright. Death Ray. This is what we're here for. The Cato Plebis targets a creature that can see within 30 feet. They must make a DC 19 con save, taking 12d8 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much on a success. If they fail by 9 or more, they instead take 96 necrotic damage. If you're reduced to 0 this way, you die. Die! Alright, that sounds fun. Multi-attack. It can make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its tail. It can't make both attacks against the same target. Alright, we seem to have forgotten that it has a stench. So let's give it stench. There we go. Oh, it had stench, my bad. I was a fool. I underestimated you, homebrew Jimmy Jams. Alright, and we'll give it Paragon action. 1. And we'll give it Paragon defenses. There we go. Alright, what do you got to go over here? Rancid Breath. 60-foot cone. Creatures in the cone must make a con save against poison or be stunned. Stunned creatures can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their lingering stun. Oh my god. If a creature that's currently stunned is stunned again, their HP drops to 0. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. That's fucking intense. Okay. And you have a tail sweep. Up to 3 creatures take damage and are knocked prone. That's also very spicy. Okay. Wow. That's a fun monster, right? I think so. Alright. Wow. That's wild. Okay. So, let's turn off the description on that. Hot damn. Lingering stun. Fuck. Okay. That's a rough-ass monster. Okay. So now we need to give it some weaknesses. Alright, so let's see. Weaknesses. Alright. Weakness. Aversion to soap. Okay. Creatures carrying soap on their person. Impose. Disadvantage. Oh my god. Disadvantage to all attack rolls made against them by this creature. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see. And then we'll put weakness. Blinded by radiance. Okay, if this creature takes any radiance damage, it has a 50% chance of being blinded until the end of its next turn. Which is really good, because then it can't use its Death Ray. It can just use its Rancid Breath. Alright, that sounds pretty fun. Alright, so let's see. We should give it some nasty shit here. Ability Recharge when bloodied. When first bloodied, any and all recharge abilities, comma, recharge. And let's see, what else could it do? We've got some weaknesses. We got a recharge ability. It doesn't have a good bonus action. So we're going to add a new one called... let's see. We're going to put Wild Sweep. Wild Tail Sweep. Alright, as a bonus action, comma, this creature can perform a tail sweep. The sweep is at disadvantage if any of the attacks are a natural 1. It falls prone. That sounds fun. Alright, it needs a reaction to, you know, make Matt Colville happy. It's a super important part of every day. It's making Matt Colville happy. So, a good reaction for this creature would be defensive fart. Reaction, defensive fart. Alright. Trigger, taking damage. Effect. You release a powerful and foul fart. All creatures within 5 feet of you take 1d8 poison, 1d8 necrotic, and 1d8 acid damage. Nice. A con save, DC 15, prevents this damage. And then we'll put you are immune to damage from your own farts. Nice. Oh yeah. A creature can drop prone to gain advantage to this save. Prone creature has advantage against this save. Beautiful. Alright. Oh man, Sicken, that'd be much better than some of these other things. Alright, hold on. Let's go back to it. Orpheus, when it comes to farts, you know best. Alright. So it's just going to be necrotic and acid instead of poison. Okay. If you fail by 5 or more, or if a creature fails by 5 or more, if a creature fails by 5 or more, they are sickened 5. There we go. Alright, beautiful. It's a low chance of happening, but man, if it does, it ain't good. And then we have to make it a reaction, and I can't believe this is what I've spent most of my prep time working on. I shouldn't be surprised at all, honestly. Alright, so we have a bonus action. We have a reaction. We have a debilitating bite that causes disease. We've got Paragon defenses, Paragon actions. We've got Keen Smell, which ain't helping it too much because it ain't got any skills. It's immune to poison and poison damage. It has 2 different recharges, one of which is a breath weapon. It's got a 2 chances for stun. 2 chances for instant death. This is one nasty fucking hippo. I'm gonna put it out there. It's one nasty fucking hippo. All right, I would say that is probably enough. I think Honker's probably good to go. Let's just give it Made It Angry just in case. There we go. Did we give it Made It Angry? There we go. When bloodied, it has advantage of saving throws against charm, frightened, knocked down, knocked prone, and stunned. Beautiful. Alright. Well, my child, sweet Honker, you are ready to head out into the world. I hope somebody gets you on the random encounter table. Oh, so proud. Alright, so we can check one thing off our fucking to-do list. Honker. Result 99. Excellent. Man, I will be jumping up and down in my seat if we actually roll Honker the Monstrous Cataplebis onto our something. And if you hate your players, here, I'll go ahead and I'll export this over to the Discord as well. There we go. Probably the most unfair monster I've made in a very long time. Alright, cool. So with that taken care of, defensive fart it is. Alright, I think this music is chill, but also making me a little sleepy. Alright, I'm going to change the music out a little bit. Okay. So over here, we've got these kids. They're hanging out in the attic. They're having a good time. So I'm going to bring them over to a battle map. I'm pretty sure their intention is to GTFO. But we will see. All these jabronis are down on the first floor. And they're up on the second floor. And sort of on the third floor. Alright. And so Anna would actually be down 10 feet. Tiernan would be there. And the creature would be right behind Tiernan. And we should probably just call her question mark instead of his demon. I think that reads a lot better. Alright. The best way that we could roll everyone into initiative would be to go and grab everyone, put them onto an initiative tracker, and then honestly take a screenshot of it so that we could go in between scenes without too many issues. That's still something I think that they sort of struggle with in Foundry. Alright. Now, what can this demon do? I don't think it can do much, TBH. Symbiote. If the demon's locket is open and in physical contact, it could try to possess the creature, so that doesn't work. One humanoid that is in contact with the locket, that doesn't work. Shadow Claws. Let's see. 10-foot reach is pretty nice. 4d6 slashing damage is pretty good. Life Drain. 36 damage. They gain hit points equal to half the damage done by the attack. Overall, not as cool as I thought it would be. Let's see. Is it the same stats in both folders? Yeah. Okay. Which one of these is the real Felix's, demon? I'm assuming it's the one in Valakai. I'm going to delete this one. And Felix's demon. We'll go in here. I'm going to put question marks. It bleeds shadows. That's good. Let me see if anybody has advice. Buffing Felix demon. Curse of Strahd. Beefing up the demon encounter. A Reddit thread. Alright, I want to run this. I need to beef it up. Let's see. First, I changed the location. He's now in the corner of a stable. I based my version off the Chain Devil. That's kind of cool. A Chain Devil thing would be neat. Do we just call them Chain Devils nowadays? Oh, man. Double for Mythic to celebrate our boy? To celebrate the boy coming back? Oh, man. I'm excited. 100% that was not planned, because I didn't think that he was going to do the thing that he did, and then he did the thing that he did, and I was like, well, shit. And then that was the thing that happened, and we can't say anything else, because spoilers, but man, that was fucking crazy. Another one! Oh, my God. Oh, man. Okay. There we go. Hot damn. Whoo! Whoo! That's intense. Okay. Wow. That's spicy. Alright. Let's grab a Chain Devil real quick, because I think that would be pretty fun. And it would also make this a much harder encounter. Not that it needs to be harder, because they're babies, but hey, you know, shit happens. Fiend folder. Chain Devil. Alright. Let's see. Animate chains. Unnerving mask. Create an illusion that looks like... Alright, I like that. That's fun. They don't have a reaction. Let's see. So we'll change this to say Fiend. The Fiend... Oh my god. You know what? That's fine. There we go. How many more times do I have to change the word devil to fiend? Let's see. Fiend. Or be frightened until the end of its turn. That's not too bad. Frightened? Come on. Ain't no big deal. Let's see. Devil sight, so we could see in the dark. I mean, that would fucking make sense. Alright. Doesn't really need magic resistance in a low magic campaign. This is what we need. Chains of Shadows. Alright. So, we will call this Shadow Tendrils. You know what? I think they're kind of in a shitty situation already. I think just adding the bonus action is enough. Giving like a fear effect. That's cool. We got other stuff to work on. I love Tiernan. I don't want Tiernan to meet a terrible end here. I mean, he probably will. That's not my choice. You know, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. And I think that's... We'll just have that play out however it plays out. Alright, now last night I ran... Could have drained Sanity. That's another thing. We haven't really been using Sanity. You know what I mean? Because I've been kind of playing with... Well, we certainly haven't been using Honor either. There's just so many moving parts. I feel like I've been doing a really bad job of keeping track of Honor and Sanity. I almost kind of want to just phase those out because we have Stress already, and Stress is pretty debilitating. I think I'm going to just take those two out. Now that you mention it. Let's see. Where do I take those shits out? Honor and Sanity. We're just going to remove them. Alright. I need some purple posties. Do I not have any posties left? Damn, I've been going... Alright. Curse of Strahd. Drop. Honor. And Sanity. Alright. So, these guys, I believe, they claim that they're going to the vineyard. So, I'd like to start getting the vineyard ready for them. So, let's go to our Scenes Compendium. And we're going to go down to the Curse of Strahd folder. And we're going to go to Le Vineyard. Wizards of Wine. There we go. And we're going to import that folder structure. Yeah, so I ran this last night, and it worked really, really well. It ended up being an extremely fun encounter. Since Davian is such an important hostage, I did change a couple of things. One, I added two Berserkers, and the Berserkers, one of them is downstairs, and one of them is upstairs, and the one upstairs is guarding his door. And so... yeah, that one's pretty cool. I think that everything's imported. And I gave them silvered axes so that, you know, he had a reason to fear them. I also put silver manacles on him, which I ruled was preventing him from regenerating, essentially, and using his powers, which has implications in the game that such things could be used on others. And then they are magical items, so the question is, where did they get them from? And then, of course, the narrative is the druids are in cahoots with Baba Lasagna. So, yeah, I think it actually ends up being a pretty slick situation. All right, so let's go and check out Wizards of Wine Winery. All right, so I had 2 scouts on the second floor that were walking around. I also allowed the Mardikovs, who were like, please go save our father/grandfather, to give them a rundown of the entire house, including the secret door in the master bedroom, which ended up being very valuable for them. And they went in at night, and I had everyone except the 2 scouts be asleep, and so that helped a lot as well. All right. And I allowed them to use an athletics skill to smother one of the sleeping druids in their sleep, instead of like being D&D, and it's like, well, I guess if you don't deal a beefy enough critical hit, I guess they're gonna wake up and kill you. So yeah. Well, let's see. Winery roof, dope. What I want to do is I want to make sure that each of these scenes does not have Fog of War, son of a bitch, but it does have token vision. So we got to go through each of these battle mats, as it were. All right, lighting, switch it out, token vision for fog exploration. And I think there's a way to reset the fog on a scene as well. There we go. And then they haven't been here yet, but just in case. Lighting. Turn that off. Reset. Alright. Now, I actually have these guys on the wrong side. They're supposed to be on the east side, and I believe that's the west side. So I need to move them back over here. There we go. And then let's see. Second floor. Configure lighting. Turn off Fog of War. Go over to the second floor. Yeah, it was super tense. They had a really good time. It worked out really well. They were super scared. The only spellcaster in the party landed like all of their clutch spells, and it was just the kind of fight that was like, oh shit, this is really intense. Okay. Let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was resetting Fog of War just in case. Alright, so on this map, we got a printing press over here, but there's also a bedroom. Also, there's the issue of, can you see in these windows or not? So let me grab test dummy, because it occurred to me that if you can see in the windows and there's no like shutters or whatever, couldn't you just go in the window, which is pretty viable? And I don't know why you can sort of see in those windows, but you can't see in the windows down there. And maybe they are height based, but I don't think that's the case either. But I feel like to designate where the windows are, I should add in some door walls. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what this bar is supposed to do. Is it just supposed to keep you from walking through? Is that the situation? I don't know. So I'm going to go here and add doors. like so. And these doors are going to serve as shutters, essentially. There we go. And I sort of like that angle quite a bit. Because I feel like going in the window on an infiltration mission is pretty viable. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Cool. So over here, we'll go ahead, and I have to do this twice, I guess, or I've got to re-export it after I make these changes. Alright. Wall configuration. Is door? Yes. Is light restriction? None. Is sight restriction? None. Alright. And then over here, you are a door. There we go. And all of that seems okay. That represents falling down below. That is the roof outside. Okay. So all this seems pretty legit. Now I'm going to add 2 hunters to the second floor. And they just sort of scout around. Hey, 'cause scout. Anyways, we'll add Berserker outside his bedroom. There we go. So that kind of beefs that up a little bit. And it makes more sense, right? Like if he's being held hostage. Alright. Let's go over here to weapons. Is there not a weapons folder? There's gotta be, right? No? Alright. So we'll do weapons. And in here we will put Great Axe. And we'll put Silvered Great Axe. Alright. 5e Silvered. And here's how silvered weapons actually work in D&D. Oh, teach me, senpai. How do they work? Silvering a weapon. Some monsters have immunity resistance to magical weapons. They're susceptible to silver, so caution. Alright. Unfortunately, no official monsters that are vulnerable to silver. Alright. Well, whatever. I'm going to take this quote. And I will add it under this description here. Beautiful. That means that this axe is actually worth 130 bucks, which is quite a prize. And we're also going to make sure it doesn't spam chat with its big description about how fucking silvered it is. There we go. And it occurs to me that this man's would probably at least have a dagger or a hunting knife or something on him. So I'm going to give him a backup dagger. There we go. Maybe a hand axe. Cool. Alright. And then, let's see. He's taken care of. The druid here is going to have a key. So we're going to duplicate this key. And we're going to call it Silver Key. Wizards and Wine. Alright. And we'll throw that onto her inventory. She's got 2 Galthius staffs, so she's doing really good for herself. There we go. Excellent. This was a tough-ass fight. This druid, she fucking rocked that shit. It was such a cool fight. Alright. That changes that. That's good. Alright, we got that scene looking good. Now we're going to go down to floor 1. And we're going to configure the lighting so that token vision is on, but fog of war is off. We'll go ahead and go to lighting, fog of war, reset it. And then downstairs, there is a druid, but I also gave them a second berserker because I felt like they needed something that was making the Mardikovs afeared of them, and I feel like big-ass dudes that can cleave with silvered great axes is probably something to be worried about. Okay. Also, I'm running it that since these druids don't have access to wild shape, they spend their wild shape charges to get, like, bark skin without concentration. So all the druids are actually very hard to hit because they essentially just turn on bark skin when they're going to fight. So that gave them a bit more oomph as well, is not having to concentrate on their bark skin without having to deal with the bullshit of wild shaping. So I was pretty happy with that decision as well. Alright. And then, let's see. We're going to swap out these twig blights for minion twig blights. So, let's see. Blights. Hey, where's our minion twig blights? Alright, twig blight M. Dial M for twig blight. There we go. Alright, so they're going to have, let's see. Doesn't look like anybody's logged in right now, so I can go ahead and do that without causing any issues. Alright. And we'll do that squad right there. And then over here, we'll change out the green for yellow. I'll do everything in secret, but I don't think it'll matter. Grab these yellow guys. Alright. Much better, much better. Alright, and then in the haystacks, we're going to put some needle blights. Okay. Hiding in the haystacks. And then over here, it shows some needle blights just chilling. I guess they'll be hiding in here. And then maybe we'll put some vine blights chilling back here. That works. Alright. I dig it. Much better. Okay, and then we're going to give this guy, oops, going to give him a hand axe and a dagger. Okay, nice. Alright, so something I wanted to give Davian that he could give people as a part of a reward, you know, because he has the gems also, but I thought it'd be cool to have a potion of healing that doesn't run out. So in the loot folder, do they have a loot folder? For fuck's sake. Alright. Let's create loot. Okay. We're going to do a potion of healing. Alright. And then we need a cool looking flask. Alright, so Raven flask. No, not the Ravens. Oh, how sad. Alright, that flask is kind of cool. Alright, we'll save it out. Alright, so we'll go assets, Kosi, loot, Raven flask. Alright, select Davian's favorite flask. Okay. Each day at dawn, this flask refills with fine wine. Wine poured from the flask vanishes at dawn if it has not been drunk once per day, you can drink from this flask to gain the benefits of a potion of healing. There you go. So it's basically a once per day healing potion, which is pretty cool. Alright. And let's see. All that is handled over here. We don't destroy on empty. We say 1 of 1 per day. Perfect. Alright. So Davian's favorite flask is good to go. So what we can do is open up our compendium and throw that in. So that's under player resources. No, you don't want to open player resources? Is that not where our items are? Oh, okay. We'll go to... Now I'm confused. Maybe it's still under here. Items. Miscellaneous, multiverse. You're breaking my heart here. Where the fuck did you end up? Let's see. Item. Variant items. Crash gem items. Alright, we've got to move this either into the items tab. Yeah, we'll just move into the items tab. Alright, and we'll go over here. We'll grab Davian's thing. There we go. We'll also grab this silvered great axe. Sweet. Alright, so Davian obviously wouldn't have that on him. But he will reward it to them for saving him and the vineyard if they do so. Plus, you know, like 300 gold worth of gems. That ain't nothing to scoff at. Plus a very powerful contact. Now in the other game, Davian is their contact, is their fated ally. So it's actually working out really well for them that they already have their fated ally. All right, let's go and grab some manacles. Okay, and these will be silvered manacles. Alright, and then we're going to put these enchanted manacles are designed to suppress the abilities of shapeshifters. While worn, a shapeshifter cannot change forms or activate any of its powers or abilities. They are also restrained. Alright, and we will say that these are pricey AF, so we're going to put them at 1,000 gold. There we go. Which means that they could sell them for a pretty penny. Why don't we do 500 gold? That's still a shitload of money. But, hey, you know what? They're working hard. Why not? Okay. And then details. They are most assuredly a magical item. They do not need to be attuned. Effects, magic. I think we're good. Okay. So, we got to throw those into the folder. Ugh, my throat's kind of hurting. Might have to go make some tea or something this morning. Alright, silvered manacles, check. Alright, so we have done quite a bit. We've made a world boss, random encounter world boss. We've beefed up this encounter. We've cleaned up the VTT scene. We have made a couple of custom magical items. I think that's pretty good. Let me go over and check my notes. Carriage stat blocks. We have some, but not all of those done. Let's see. We haven't made Red's character yet. Alright. Red's character is going to be a werewolf in the employ of Strahd. So, what do we do about that? There should be a folder called Very Strong Vampire Spawns. Really Strong Vampire Spawns. Yep, so it's in the Undead section. And that would be Roderick. Alright, I'm going to message Red real quick. They were up super early. Maybe they've gone to bed, though. You got werewolf art for Roderick. And the idea here is that in this timeline, Roderick and his friends failed, and so Roderick is un bad guy. Wow, Blood Whip, Moon-Kissed Crossbow, Old Reliable, Silver Fang, Immovable Stake, Jesus Christ. Alright. That's pretty cool. Let's see. What does this do? When another creature hits you with an attack, you can use your action to 2 to your AC. Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet. When a creature you can see within 30 feet, you drops to 0. You can use your action to instill that creature with a final act of aggression. Oh, that's dope. Alright. For now, let's see what we've got going on here. Appearance. We'll just make him a mini. That's fine. So, grab this. There we go. Okay. Save it out. So, Curse of Strahd, Werewolf, Captain. Red. There we go. Do we have a red werewolf? Can we find a red werewolf without finding too much pornography? Another great question. Let's see. Ooh, that looks so cool. Alright, I'll use this for now. Okay. And we'll do that. And wolf. There we go. And we'll just delete that message because I'll just use this. It's fine. And honestly, this stat block is way too complex for me. So we're going to build a new one. Let's see. We're going to go with a werewolf alpha. So we will duplicate Red Hood. There we go. And we'll go ahead and throw this in here. And Werewolf Captain. Werewolf Lord. There we go. Alright. Go to Prototype. Throw that in there. Neutral, sure. All that is good. We're going to go here. We're going to go up. We're going to do Werewolf Red. Okay. And then we'll grab this. And we'll grab this. Perfect. Select. Make that the default. Go here. And do that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright. Go here. do that. Alright. So let's see. What skills does he have? Athletics, insight, investigation, religion, and survival. Alright. And stealth. Religion, perception, investigation, insight. Alright. Sounds good. We'll give this guy this blood whip. We'll give him this moon-kissed crossbow. We'll give him this silver fang sword. We'll give him... Let's see. I wish this would give me previews for this. Discerning the secrets. Whenever you make an intelligence to recall information, you have advantage. That's pretty cool. Hunter's Bane. Beginning at first level, you have survived. Hunter's Bane, control the shape Hemocraft, blah blah blah. Rite of the Dawn. When you join this order, shed bright light, resistance to necrotic damage. Your weapon deals 1 additional damage when you hit an undead. That's kind of cool. Aether Walk. Upon reaching 7th level at the start of your turn, you can magically step between the veil. You can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. That's pretty dope. Alright, we'll give you that. And let's see, what else you got? Blood Curse of Binding is a bonus action. Bind a creature. There's no more than one size larger than the target must succeed a strength saving throw. Have their speed reduced to 0. You can't use reactions until the end of your next turn. Sounds good. Alright. Let's see. Blood Curse of the Eyeless. When a creature within 30 feet makes an attack, use your reaction. Just subtract the number rolled from their attack roll. Spicy. Okay. Fallen Puppet. That sounds fun. Blood Curse of the Marked. As a bonus action, you mark a creature you can see within 30 feet of you until the end of your turn. Whenever you hit the creature, you roll an additional Hemocraft dice. Curse Specialist. Blood Maledict. You gain additional use of your Blood Maledict feature. In addition, your Blood Curses can target any creature, whether it has blood or not. Sure. Mobile Feat. Fantastic. I will make your... Oh my god, this dude's got a 45 speed? Jesus Christ. Alright. And See the Unseen. Once between long rests, you can focus. For the next hour, you can see creatures and objects even on the ethereal plane. Wow. What a badass character. Okay. So he's taken care of. Alright. So now we go to actors. Oh, we already had actors open. Okay. And then we're going to go and grab this boy. There we go. Roderick. Let's see. Perfection. Alright, so now we can check that off the list, and we have made all of Scottrick's heroes into monsters. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, that brings us to 9:39. Maybe we could do 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. Let's see. Here is Breacher's Cuffs. Alright, greetings everyone. Breacher's Cuffs. These look spicy. Alright, save image as Breacher's Cuffs. Description. It can only be attuned by a rogue. Originally developed by master locksmiths to keep their tools on hand at any time. Modifications to turn these cuffs into a thieves' best friend. These cuffs function as thieves' tools, allowing fast access to their kit at any moment. You gain +1 bonus to thieves' tools checks made while attuned to these cuffs. Additionally, a tacky sponge on the cuffs can be used to coat your fingers with a little adhesive, giving you a +1 bonus to sleight of hand. While attuned to these cuffs, you gain access to the following properties. You may cast grease once per day. Opening a small canister inside the cuffs causes slippery liquid to spray from it. It refills at dawn. Garrote. Piano wire on a hidden spool makes for a deadly weapon. If you're within 5 feet of a creature that is unaware of your presence, you can take an action to attempt to garrote them. The target must succeed on a DC 14 saving throw on a failed save. Roll an amount of dice equal to double your current sneak attack damage. Hot damn. The target takes magical force damage equal to that amount and is grappled. The target can repeat a saving throw at the start of their next turn, repeating the damage on a failed save. Taking damage while garroting someone causes you to lose your grip and end the garrote. Oh, taking damage makes you lose it? That's actually really good. That's very... okay. Tripwire. A thin but strong fishing line hidden in the cuffs can be used to create a tripwire. The line is 20 feet long and has 3 pins on either end that can be embedded into walls or wrapped around objects. When a creature triggers the trap by walking into the fishing line, they must succeed a DC 18 saving throw or fall prone. A creature looking for the trap can find it with a perception check DC 16 and disable it simply by cutting the line. The line magically generates at dawn. That seems fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and add that. I'm assuming that these could be gloves. So let's go ahead and start with gloves. I don't have a loot folder here either. For fuck's sake. Alright. Let's see. Gloves of Thievery. There we go. Alright. While worn, you get a +5 to sleight of hand and checks to pick locks. Jesus Christ, these are way better than Breacher's Cuffs. You don't have like any effects or anything, do you? No. Alright. These do require attunement. There we go. And let's see. Curse of Strahd. Icons. Oops, that's not what we need. Loots. There we go. Breacher's Cuffs. Beautiful. Now, I don't know how to get a hold of these fucking files. I'm not like the highest tier, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Patron for Abyssal Brews. I know that there's some kind of way to get their stuff imported, like, automatically. But I'm just going to fucking retype it. Okay. If you attune to these cuffs, you get the following benefits. Bulleted list. +1, 2, pick locks. No, wait. +1, 2, thieves tools. Oh my god. Thieves tools. This is going really well. +1 to sleight of hand. Once per day. Grease. Access to the garrote ability. Let's see. See below. And then access to the trip wire ability. Alright. Now, if I was a cool guy, I would make spells to represent those things, and then I would put them into the magic items part, and then they would have charges that you could then use. That'd be really, I mean, that'd be if I was a really cool guy. So, yeah, I should probably do that. God, I hate that. Alright. So, we'll go ahead and save. And, for fuck's sake. Alright, we're going to create an item. It is going to be a spell. The spell is going to be called Garrote. Breacher's Cuffs. There we go. Okay, and we will paste in this picture. No, that's not the right picture. Alright, hold on. Paste in a picture. Alright, and let's see. blah, blah, blah. Alright. 5 feet of a creature who is unaware. You may target them. They get a Dex save DC 14. If failed, they take force damage equal to twice your sneak attack dice damage. And are grappled. And then we're going to put lingering. Start of turn. Which is unusual lingering. It's usually end of turn. Lingering, fail, more damage, still grappled. Alright. If you take any damage, this effect ends immediately. Alright, that sounds pretty straight. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We're going to make it a cantrip spell. We'll make it a, I think it's a conjuration spell, if I'm being honest, because you're calling forth something. It is 1 action. Now here's where thieves are going to be like, isn't this a bonus action because I've got fast hands? And they're right. And they're fucking right. Alright, saving throw. And the saving throw is flat. 14 dex. Alright. Who is unaware of you that you can see, you may target them. Alright. Sweet. So that's taken care of. We know what grease does. And then tripwire. Alright, so let's just duplicate this. And this will be called tripwire. There we go. And let's see. Draw a line up to 20 feet long. If a creature passes through a space containing this line, it must Dex save DC 18 or fall prone. Intentional searching can find DC 16 can be easily disabled with an action. It's really not that strong, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, usable once per day. It's the garrote that's really fucking strong, honestly. I would allow this 3 times per day. 3x per day. Alright. So then we go over here, and 1 action, and the saving throw is an 18. And that is that. Alright, so we go over to magic item, and we say that it is a magic item, and that you have to have it equipped and you have to have it attuned. And we're going to say that it can do grease, and it can do tripwire, and it can do garrote. Alright. And let's see. Its consumption is 0. And it is 0. Tripwire can be used 3 times. Why don't we just say it has 3 charges between grease and the tripwire? That sounds pretty good. All right. So we're going to say that's got 3 items, and it's rechargeable, and it gets 3 back at dawn. Perfect. And this would be, I don't know, 14. This would be an 18, and this would be 14. Excellent. And the garrote doesn't cost anything. You know what, though? What if they all just cost something, and then you could just do it however you want? That seems pretty good. 3 different things. Nah, because then you'd never use the other ones, because you'd want to use the garrote, like, all the fucking time. Alright, we'll say the garrote doesn't cost any. And we'll see how it goes. Alright. Sweet. Breachers is done. Okay. Alright. Trip, wire, and grease can be used in combination up to 3 times per day. Cool. Alright, I'm happy with how that turned out. Let's go ahead and throw it into... Nope, those are actors. Let's go ahead and open up our journal for items. Come on, brain. You can do it. Where are the items? There you go. Alright. Let's see. Items. Question. There we go. And do we need the spells also? I'll throw the spells in there just in case. There we go. Alright, so with that note, we got another thing done on our to-do list. I can check that off the list. We got one more special item that I want to put on there, which is a cool gun. But we'll do that next time we do prep. For now, I think we're in a pretty good position. I'm going to go refresh my drink, maybe get myself a tea, and then I will be back in 8 minutes to run the game. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. We got Mythic tonight. Very, very excited to see what they decide to do with the game. Maybe you'll join us live. Otherwise, check the VOD. We got a busy week coming up. Hoping to beat Cult of the Lamb on Wednesday. And we got Vacation coming up. So Foundry 10 on the horizon. This is all very exciting stuff. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you next time.